if somebody is in their career and they're looking to be seen as an expert in any way, I recommend working on an industry designation. I've been in insurance now over 15 years, and I've got as many letters after my name as I do in my name.
And today we have with us Patrick Wraight, Director of Education at the Academy of Insurance. So welcome, Patrick.
Thanks, Amber. It's good to be with you today.
Oh, great to have you. So I was just thinking, I think you might be one of our first folks from the underwriting side of things on the show. So my background was personal lines underwriting, so I'm really excited to pick your brain on all things underwriting and product and language and all that.
Underwriting is a passion of mine. I've enjoyed it. It's been interesting getting into education from that side of the house too.
So yeah, let's dive in. So there have been quite a few emerging and evolving risks in recent years. So sharing economy, gig economy, cyber, etc. So how well has underwriting kept up with these changes? And as an industry, are we accurately insuring these risks?
In general, we're keeping up with the risks okay. Insurance is notoriously reactive about a lot of things. And there's the standard market, the admitted market, that has a lot of trouble or looks at these emerging risks or risks as they evolve. And their first initial response is, how do I exclude this problem before I figure it out later?
Sure.
And that's why we rely on a lot of times the E&S market to pick up, because they're a little bit more flexible. They're a little bit more adventurous in the risks that they take. They're willing to price it painfully for the insured if necessary, and willing to take a lot of hits to learn before the admitted market starts picking it up. So I think we're coming along. As far as accurately insuring the risks, probably not. We're probably missing some things. And honestly, we never really know what we're missing until the carrier goes to court, until the policy language gets challenged significantly, or a giant claim that nobody saw coming gets paid out. So what we really miss is that forward thinking that's, okay, what could possibly happen if? And so we're still figuring that bit out.
And whenever I see some really unique or oddly specific language in a carrier's policy, I think to myself, oof, I wonder what major court case incurred this. So
exactly.
That's kind of how it evolves, right?
Right, yeah. It's complicated, and that's, in a weird way, that's what makes it fun for me is digging through the details.
So you're really passionate about ongoing education in the industry. So why is this so important, and what benefits do you see?
Sure. First off, it's important that, because as people, we don't grow unless we're learning. So there's that. But as professionals, we're in a profession that's constantly changing. I mean, there's the monolithic pieces of our industry that are there that we understand, but there's also the front edge of innovation, and there's also these risks that are coming up, and there's a pile of things. The more I learn about insurance, the more I realize I don't know about insurance. I don't remember who it was I read after that said this, but if you'll spend an hour a week reading on a particular topic, in a year you'll be better read on that topic, more informed on that topic than 90% of your peers. And so if we would just spend that time continuing to hone our craft, then we can continue to be the experts that we need to be, because the experts that we've been relying on are going to start retiring, and somebody's going to start looking at us one day as the expert.
Actually, that reminds me of, 3 minutes ago, where even myself, I think about, I worked with policy language for 10 years. I still feel like I need to use air quotes if I say expert, because there's so many things I don't know. Yeah, I lived as part of my day-to-day for literally a decade, but still there's so much that I don't know. And there's so much to learn. And And that's where it becomes a little bit overwhelming, is there's so much to the industry. There's so many different coverages. There's so many different ways that it all connects and plays out. So I like the idea of an hour a day, something tangible. What other advice do you have for, folks like me who've been in the industry, basically our whole careers and want to keep growing? How do we fit it in?
One of the difficult things is getting away and getting training, right? For so far this year, most of us, if we had classroom training scheduled or a trip scheduled, that's all gone away. Think about where you are in your career and think about who you'd like to be in 5 years or in 10 years. It's not where you want to be in your career, but who do you want to be, right? It's about more than just, picking up industry knowledge. So what I would say is be intentional about the industry specific training you take. And then it's continuing to read, however reading looks for you. But to me, it's being intentional about some of the things that you read, staying not just in your industry, but learning more about yourself and broadening yourself, and find some things that you can read or enjoy for fun. A good friend of mine said that one of the best things that's done helping him in his writing is to read science fiction.
Sure.
So.
Yeah, I think stretching your brain, however you can do that. Yeah, so diving into the subject matter that's relevant, but also trying to just stretch your brain and your creativity in other directions too.
Sure. Yeah.
Very cool. Great. Well, thanks so much for coming on and sharing your insights. It was great to chat underwriter to underwriter, and appreciated your thoughts.
Thanks very much. I appreciate you taking time and inviting me.
Sure. Thanks for coming on.